Back at his desk in the Gators Man Cave. Sports with Blake.
Hey everyone, so spring training is right around the corner for the Florida Gators, and I want to talk about some players that I am expecting to make that jump, to make that leap in their junior year or now with this new coaching staff led by head coach Billy Napier. The first one I want to talk about is Gervon Dexter. He was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school when the Florida Gators recruited him. And what I saw from last year, he did well. He had 2.5 sacks, 50 combined tackles, 20 solo, and 30 assisted. And, I watched him. He is super strong, and he's also a huge guy. 6'6", 313 pounds. That's what he was listed last year. He's probably even bigger. But, they call this guy a beast, and he is super strong. I've seen that. But there was things that I've seen on his tape that I noticed. He likes to, whenever he gets out of his stance, he stands straight up. So what happened a lot of times, yes, he is a strong guy, but whenever he went against like linemen like Neal from Alabama or like some really good linemen, and I saw it against Tennessee, he had some success. But what happens when you stand straight up as a defensive lineman? If you've ever played Little League, high school, it doesn't matter. Whenever you're a defensive lineman, you stand straight up, those linemen get right up under your pads. And I seen that a pretty good bit from Dexter. Now, he was a true sophomore last year. And now with this new coaching staff and, a new defensive play caller. And, he may get better coaching because it wasn't just him. I saw some other Florida Gators doing the same stuff. So that's one guy I'm looking at. Now, another guy I'm looking at making that leap is former Clemson running back and 5-star recruit in the same class as Dexter, Demarcus Bowman. I think it's time for him. Former 5-star, he was the 3rd ranked running back in the country in 2020, and it's just time. If any time for him to break out, it's going to be this year, especially with this offense, because this offense is going to be a lot of play action as well, but I believe Bowman's going to be a key part of the Florida Gators offense, or he should be anyways. But I just think it's time for Demarcus Bowman to make that next step, to make that leap, to make that jump into that top running back like he was coming out of high school. So I'm looking at him. You also got Xavier Henderson, the former 4-star receiver. He's more, slender, but he is super fast. And what does Billy Napier like to do on offense? A lot of play action. So you might be looking at a lot of downfield shots, and it's going to be coming from Henderson. And, I'm looking for all the receivers. You got Justin Shorter, you got Fraziers, you got Whittemore. All these guys are coming back. And, Whittemore's a big target, 6'4", 210. And I'm looking for a lot of these guys to really step up, but I'm expecting Xavier Henderson to really take that number 1 spot as a wide receiver. We will see. But also, listen, we all know the number 1 guy that I'm expecting to make that leap. Really, I'm just hoping he stays healthy. Anthony Richardson. Look, I know Jack Miller's coming in from Ohio State, and Jack Miller's going to push Anthony Richardson. But right now, if you had to tell me who the starting quarterback is for the Florida Gators, it's Anthony Richardson. And, Billy Napier likes to do play action. And what does Anthony Richardson succeed at and excel at very well is play action. And you've seen that over the course of last year. And, it's just really his availability comes into question. That's the only really problem with me. Listen, there were some hiccups last year, just some things that he did, but it was just a crazy year last year, and I'm expecting him to make that jump. It's going to be a new offense, but I don't think it's anything that he can't handle. Super athletic. Listen, if you can get this guy, on the move, he is not a pocket passer. If you can get him just out of the pocket moving, because I think that's what he can do, and I believe everyone knows that he excels at that. He is elite at that if you get him out of the pocket, because he can not only beat you with his arm, he can destroy you with his legs. And, I'm looking for him to make that jump. It's just health-wise, can he stay healthy? But, that's just some of the guys that I'm expecting to make that jump. You let me know in the comments who you're expecting, who I didn't talk about. But, those are the guys that I'm looking at. Let me know in the comments what you think. But I appreciate you watching my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great one.